Hello, my name is Harrison Sparks, and I'm going to introduce the ICIC submission categories. In any contest, it makes sense for the judges to compare submissions that have something in common. The ICIC contest has therefore established three content categories: research, expository, and creative. Let's look at each of these in more detail. First, the research category. This type of project involves the collection and analysis of data. The purpose is to test hypotheses or reveal something previously unknown concerning the topic. Most research projects do not lead to revolutionary discoveries. The researcher may try instead to make an incremental contribution by finding something small but new. That is, something that has never been reported in previous research. Research category is meaningful across a broad range of academic disciplines. In chemistry, finance, education, and other fields, there are interesting problems that remain unsolved. Empirical research looks for answers through the analysis of data. In the 2023 contest, the content categories were different from what they are now. However, quite a few of the 2023 posters would be called research posters in this year's contest. Let's navigate to the history section of the ICIC website and look at some examples. This is poster A4 based on a
affecting
senior project done by Ling Chi, a sustainability major at the International College. In 2023, this poster won second place in the academic category, but in this year's contest, it would definitely belong to the research category. The title is Sustainable Cellulose-Based Supercapacitor Using Nitrogen-Doped Graphene Obtained from Waste Polyethylene Terephthalate Bottles. The project concerned performance of nitrogen-doped graphene, a material that can be synthesized from used plastic bottles in supercapacitors. Ling Chi's data was obtained through the laboratory processes described in the research methodology section of her poster. The experimental research section shows graphs and images that summarize the findings. Under the guidance of her advisor, Ling Chi's analysis yielded new evidence on the properties of nitrogen-doped graphene. Here is a project that utilizes different types of data. Poster A16, titled Assessment of Student Attitude, Behaviors, and Awareness Toward Energy-Saving Practices in Taiwan, is based on a survey done by Bright Hubert Mabuya, Elvis Kilasar Frank, Greta Dushime, and Leila Ishimwe of Changzhou Christian University. Using questionnaire data, the team investigated the relationship between students' awareness of energy issues and the energy-saving habits they practice in their personal lives. The team won fourth place in the academic category for this poster. The diagrams in the poster summarize the questionnaire responses and suggest that students who were aware often did not have better energy consumption habits than those who were less aware. Of course, many previous empirical studies have reported similar findings that people who understand the need for environmental interventions often fail to act. This poster, however, still makes an incremental contribution because no previous research has ever asked the same questions to the same group of respondents. There are other prize-winning research posters from the ICIC 2023 contest. Most of them use either empirical measurements or survey data. The 2023 contest included no video projects devoted to research. However, we can find some interesting video presentations online. Let's look at an example video based on an undergraduate research project at Georgia Institute of Technology. This 2015 video, entitled Situational Strength versus Situational Content, was done by Katie England at the Georgia Tech College of Sciences. The video lasts under 3 minutes, so we will watch the whole thing.
Hey, Katie. I was wondering if you could write up a report on this new data stuff. There's not any rush on it or anything, just whenever you get to it. Is that okay? Yeah, absolutely. Okay, cool. Thank you.
I need a full written report with visuals on this tomorrow morning.
The two work scenarios shown differ in the strength and type of influence applied to the employee. Broadly, situational strength is the extent to which situational cues influence how individuals' personalities are expressed in their behavior. In the first scenario, the supervisor's instructions and demeanors suggested that the employee could work at her own discretion on the assigned task. In contrast, the supervisor in the second scenario was more forceful and communicated specific constraints on the required work. Thus, the first scenario had lower situational strength than the second. While we have a broad understanding of what situational strength is and how it should work, we often have trouble separating the strength or intensity of situational cues from the content. That is, our understanding and measurement of situational strength is limited by our inability to separate things like the way in which someone is being told to perform a task from information about the task to be performed. The research project I worked on aimed to address this issue. The current study was part of a larger project aimed at using insights based on qualitative data to develop assessments of individual perceptions of situation strength and content. We thus set out to collect many unique descriptions of individual experiences at work. Towards this end, I worked with graduate students in the CASA lab to develop sample work situation descriptions. Then we asked each participant to review the sample descriptions and then type their own descriptions of 3 different work situations they'd personally experienced into an online form.
I'd like you to complete a brief description of one work situation that fits each of the following time periods throughout the day. So one experience that occurred within the first 2 hours of getting into work, one situation you experience in the middle of your day, and then one situation that occurs within the last 2 hours.
To date, a total of 7 participants have completed the study, generating a total of 21 unique work situation descriptions. Our hope is that these situation descriptions will be relatable for a wide variety of people, in particular participants in a subsequent study, who will be asked to report on their perceptions of situation and content in each of several work situations described to them. I would like to give a really special thanks to the Pura program and the CASA lab at Georgia Tech, as well as to the School of Psychology for making this research experience possible.
Although the sound quality in this video was not good, it illustrated some real advantages of the video format. The research team role-played imaginary interactions between a supervisor and his employee. They also role-played Katie's qualitative data collection method. For a viewer, including these dynamic elements in the video really brings the project to life. It would have been impossible to achieve this in a poster presentation. Videos also have strengths in traditional slide-based presentations. The text and images are often easier for the viewer to see. Furthermore, the presenters can record and edit to make the delivery more polished and professional. Here is an example. Batiste Golistan, a student at the University of California, Riverside, gave a presentation titled Combined Therapy to Induce Neuroprotection in a Mouse Model of Multiple Sclerosis. This was an award-winning presentation during the university's 2021 Virtual Undergraduate Research and Creative Activities Symposium, held online during the pandemic.
Alrighty. Hello, everyone. Thank you all for coming to see our presentations. My name is Batiste Golestani, and I'm one of the undergraduate researchers working in the Tawari Woodruff Lab at the UCR School of Medicine. And today I will be presenting some emerging research that I plan on continuing when we head back to our labs in the fall. And the title of my presentation is Finding a Combined Therapy to Induce Neuroprotection in a Mouse Model of Multiple Sclerosis. Alrighty, so just to begin, let's talk about what multiple sclerosis is. So MS is an autoimmune disease of the central nervous system, and it results in the breakdown of the protective coating of neurons known as myelin.
Of course, the advantages of the virtual format must be weighed against those of an in-person poster presentation. The second ICIC category consists of expository projects. Unlike research projects, which involve making new discoveries, expository projects report and explain what is already known. An expository project can connect information from several different sources and present the topic in a new and interesting light. For example, a literature review summarizes previous studies related to a particular question and highlights the need for further research. Before conducting original research, the research team can create a detailed description of a particular problem, a state-of-the-art technology, or a problem-solving approach. Using this kind of description, the team can present part of an unfinished project. Poster S7 from the ICIC 2023 contest is called Reduce, Recycle, Redesign: Consumption Behavior in Fast Fashion. It was done by a 4-student team at the International College, including Leo Chun, Jason Su, Simbat Tagumbeva, and Clara Nunn. The poster won 3rd place in the social issues category. The body of the poster, between the abstract and the references, includes 6 headings: Introduction, Objective, Analysis, Results and Findings, Post-Consumer Behavior, and Conclusion. Although this looks like research, it is really an expository poster. The team collected no data sample. Furthermore, each section reports work done by previous researchers. The value of this poster is that it vividly describes a pressing environmental and ethical issue: the proliferation of discarded fast fashion items. Here is an expository video from ICIC 2023 Project V3 called Teresa Tung. It was done by Callista Serafine and Patricia Vanasimangang at the International College. It won 5th place in the multimedia video category.
Teresa Tung, named the prodigy of Taiwan and diva of Asia, the one who left too quickly at the age of 42. She was born on January 29, 1953, moving to Taiwan in 1949 with her parents and brothers. But how was her journey on becoming an international sensation? Since younger, she had always been into singing. In primary school, she often rose at 5 a.m., brought to the riverside to do voice exercises. Although poor, her family introduced and supported her love for music. Her father enjoyed Beijing opera and her mother loved Huangmei theater. After they moved to Taipei, at only 6 years old, she started to take lessons from an acquaintance of her father that was a band instructor in the Air Force, and later started to win singing competition in elementary school, even later competing against 50 contestants in of all ages and won.
The video synthesizes factual information, historical photos, and video clips obtained from multiple sources. The result is a sympathetic biographical portrait of Teresa Tung, a famous Taiwanese singer and actress from the late 20th century. The last category consists of creative projects. These include artistic concepts and innovative or future-oriented topics, such as technological innovations or business proposals. Poster S1 titled Using Nature Journaling to Create a Comic on Water Striders, Aquarius elongatus, for Popular Sustainability Education, is based on a senior project by Sandy Lee, a sustainability major at the International College. It won 4th place in the social issues category. This is an unusual project in which Sandy proposes nature journaling, which is drawing nature-themed comic strips to educate the public about wildlife. The poster incorporates Sandy's hand-drawn sketches to demonstrate nature journaling using water striders as an example. Project V8 is an original video based on Alessia Cara's song, Scars to Your Beautiful. The team consists of 7 international college students: Monica, Marcella, Valencia, Bonnie, Anna, Minnie, and Special. This was the 1st place project in the multimedia category. It is clearly an artistic project, and in this year's contest, it would be in the creative category.